Alright guys, it's Team 3-star and yes, today's the day. Today's the day we celebrate the 300. And so we're gonna start with this Q&A though. So for the first question, got it from my boy Michael Poo, and he asked for the Q&A. Well, when do you think Raid Zoro will be coming, and what are your ideals on his moveset? So honestly, I can see him coming out. I want him to be a blue runner. I'm gonna be honest. I want him to be a blue runner because I feel like Kaido is gonna be a red, obviously. So if he's gonna be a red, give us a top tier unit that is blue. Besides, Luffy, there always are like really good blue units. Luffy, Okiku, like I can go on and on. Obviously, Shanks, to a certain extent, but Frankie as well. There you go. That's another one. But yeah, so for him, I want him to be blue runner. I can see him coming up after Kaido, or maybe even a little bit before Kaido. But that's just my thinking. And for his movesets, this is also going to be a little bit of a spoiler warning for the manga if people aren't caught up to it, which, I mean, I'm going to go on a whim and assume that you guys are. But, yeah, so for the moveset, what I'm thinking about is Frankie was not having it. Okay. I don't know what this guy's doing. Sorry, these matches are actually live, so that's just something to note. But, yeah, so for Raid Zoro, once again, spoiler warning, I will be putting a time stamp here. I'm just testing out kids basics. And look at that damage reduction. Oh my god. But okay, so I gotta start talking. So for Raid Zoro, if they don't give him the Ashura, I'm gonna say it's a major shaft for Zoro, just because that is his main feat that he did. If my memory serves me right. But yeah, that's just something to note. And I'm actually getting bitched by this Zoro as I die too. But okay, so this Luffy just absolutely wrecked me. Yeah, wrecked me. But so yeah, the Ashura with the Conqueror's Haki buff would be really fucking cool. I'm not sure how they implement that into the game, but it's just something that I'd really want to see in the game. That's one, and then for the other one, they can give him. I'm thinking about like a snipe skill type thing, because Ashura could be like a mid-range type thing. And look at that damage by Law. You see these basics? Oh my god. But yeah, so give him Ashura and I'll be a happy camper. That's all he really needs in my eyes. I'm actually gonna die from burn right here, so something to note. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking for Raid Zoro. Give him Ashura and give him like some type of snipe skill, because a lot of these new units actually have snipe skill, so why not? But yeah, that's about it for Zoro. I'm not exactly the biggest Zoro fan, I'm gonna be honest. I'm more of a Sanji type person, or everybody already knows Kid is my favorite character in the series, so just something to note, obviously. But yeah, that's about it for Raid Zoro. I'm gonna be honest, that's about it. Oh, and actually talking about Kid right now, I'm gonna be honest. The only thing I really don't like about him is that this trait thing is super easy to perfect dodge. But if you can hit it, oh my god, it's so nice. But okay, so for the next question, we got it from God Usopp, and he asked, who is the best Hina and Apu player? And I'm gonna be honest, for Apu, I gotta give it to my boy Master Murdoch. My boy Murdoch can actually get like 8 Ks with this dude, and it's just absolutely insane. I find it hilarious, because we would always just like tell each other, oh, I got a 5K with X unit that's fucking shit. Like, this man mains Bellamy and like Arlong, so that's just something for you to note. Like, this dude with his Apu is just really nice. Same thing with yours. That's why for the Hina player, I'm gonna have to give it to you, obviously. Hina, when you use Hina, it's just like, it's GG's. To be completely honest, it's just gross, man. It's just gross. You already know I'm all for the non-meta, so we actually did lose here, so you hate to see it. This is actually like a couple of my first matches actually using these units, so bear with me. I might not be the best playing with them right now, but it is what it is, right? But yeah, now for sure I'm gonna give a poo to my boy Master Murdoch, and I'll give you stop the Hina player. That's for fucking sure. The amount of times I've been abused by you in a friend battle is just amazing. But for the next question, we got it from Sleepy, my boy Sleepy. He says big 300, and he puts a lot of emojis, so thanks for that, of course. So for the Q&A, he says favorite type of food, Indian, Mexican, dot. And then a second one is mellow and T3S when. So for the first question, I always vouch for my people's food. I will say us Hispanic folk in general, just like Spanish speaking in general, not just Mexican, have one of the best foods in the entire world, and I can vouch for that 100%. I probably put this like top 3 But for number one, I'm gonna have to give it to my boys in Asia. Just like Thai food is so fucking good. Even like generic Chinese takeout is just a godsend, man. Wait, I think that's about it for food. And if you want like actual like dishes, I'll give you my top 5. So I'm actually a big sucker of we were talking about this in the Alliance Discord, I believe, actually. So we got Totsuki, he just uploaded. But we for number 5, I'm gonna have to give it to pork ribs, because pork ribs are just so fucking good, dude. I am a big sucker for like anything grilled, I guess, or barbecue. It's just, oh my god, barbecue is such a godsend. I'm gonna be honest. So that could be my number 5. My number 4, I'm gonna have to give it to orange chicken. I don't even care if it's a rat at this point. Like, that shit's so good. As I missed my skill, actually. I just something to note. No, yeah, so I'd probably give it to orange chicken. Number 4 probably be ramen with like a takoyaki on the side, and that's just also a godsend. It just really got nice. Like, oh my god, just look at these basics. Oh my god, this law is disgusting. But yeah, so that's gonna be my number 3. My number 2 is probably gonna be menudo. Menudo is one of my favorite things in the world. I'm gonna be honest. I love me some menudo in the morning. You know, on a Sunday morning, because it's actually known as a hangover food, actually. And so a lot of Mexican folk do get it on Sundays, because Saturdays is the party days, obviously. So I just things that you know, right? But yeah, it's one of my favorite foods, even to this day, regardless if it's like a hangover food or whatever the hell people want to call it. It's so good. Oh, and look at that range. Oh my god. And even as long as I stay in here, I don't die from the skills, I believe. That's just something to know. But this diddle doodler got me. Yeah. Let's see. I was on number 2. So number 1, I'm gonna have to give it to. I'm a big sucker for just any good piece of fried chicken. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it could be KFC, it could be Popeyes, it could be just like those like fast food places, or it could even be just like a home style like southern type thing, because I'm also a really big sucker for southern food. Southern food is so fucking nice, and it's just great. And look at that damage on that garb, Jesus Christ. Granted, I am on the plate, but still, come on. But yeah, that's gonna be my my list for food. And then for Mello and T3S, we will see. You already know your boy's trying, but you know, we're not trying to force anything, right? So instead, he does win the race, right? So we will see how that goes. I know a lot of people ship that, and I'm all for it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm all for it. It's not like it's a bad thing. But yeah, so yeah, that's honestly about it. I think we will see how that goes. Hopefully it does become a thing, but you know, we can't be forcing stuff, right? But yeah, that's about it for those questions. So for the next one, we got from Jed, and he asks, how much do you love Kid on a scale from handshake to being in bed? I'll give him like take me to dinner first, and then we'll see what'll happen type of thing. Nah, just messing. Yeah, you already know the Kid is my favorite character, so you guys are something else, I swear. When I said that I'd answer everything, I'm kind of regretting that now. I think I shot myself in the foot with that. Yeah, that's about it, honestly. He's a great gal. He's a great gal fella, whatever you want to call him. Oh god, that's horrible. But yeah, so the next one we got from Bum Guy OPBR. He says, for the Q&A, what type of players do you hate the most in OPBR and why? So I know a lot of people do get this question asked, or even just me in general. A lot of people do ask me this. But I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, people that use EXs are terrible people or blah blah blah. Which I don't really care about who units that you use. Like, at the end of the day, if you want to use this unit, go ahead. If you save that for the unit, why wouldn't you use them, right? But the one thing I absolutely despise in OPBR is runners capping the first flag. Like, you have a Kaku on your team, this man shapes for the first flag and grabs and sends a happy faces. Like, that shit's so fucking annoying. And I've had it so many times. It's the worst feeling, especially when I'm using defenders. Like, now, since I'm going to be maining this Kid, once I get him to 80 and above, I know what's going to happen. Odin he told to use to the first flag for some reason, and he goes further from it. So Snake Man players are doing that shit too, and it's just a little bit annoying, I'm be honest. Like, at the end of the day, I meme it too. Shout out to Hyo, of course, that Will himself. we're always memeing like, oh, yo, you're the runner killed the type of guy that says shave to the first flag with cuck and hold it down like a fucking defender or some shit. So we just obviously we're just playing around at the end of the day. But yeah, it's just the runners capping the first flag. That's my only issue. I don't really care about people using EXs or using a toxic unit. At the end of the day, you saved up for the unit. Why bother? Why tell you to not use a unit when you saved up for them, right? But yeah, that's just my little thing. I absolutely despise runners that do that. It's very fucking annoying, especially when you're using defenders. And this not even meta. It's just the game itself. You really can't be playing defenders all too much just because that happens so much, and it's so bad. It's not exactly a fun time, and I just can't perfect dodge apparently. So that's something to note. Playing garbagely. We're just gonna go down here. But yeah, that's just the only thing I really despise about it. There's nothing like in specific that I'm just like, oh my god, these people need to fucking stop. They need to get good or whatever. Because at the end of the day, it is just a mobile game. I'm not exactly gonna be getting mad at somebody for playing bad. It is what it is, and I just got absolutely clobbered by this kid. Nice. And yeah, that's honestly about it. Just that the capping the first black thing. That's the only thing that I really hate. But for the next one we got from Mara Jade, OPBR says congrats amigo. Thank you of course. Finally people are starting to recognize that you do, they're giving the recognition that you do deserve more, and I honestly appreciate that so much. I'm actually abusing this carrot. Poor carrot. And so he says, question is Koala the best and why? So Koala is the best. If we're talking One Piece waifus, I will fight anybody on Koala's regard. I know shout out to my boy Will. He's always telling me, the princess, the snake princess Boa, and all this stuff, and we just kind of like, play with each other, and we're just kind of like messing around, like, oh, your wife was garbage, and blah blah blah. So it's funny. So no, I will always vouch for Koala. Like, she's just the best. Her design is really nice. I'm gonna be honest. I like her little hat. Her little hat's kind of a selling point for me too. Her hat. I like her premise, like her being the only person I believe as of yet that knows fishman karate that's not a fishman. So there's just stuff that you can note, and these lofties are getting very annoying. But yeah, just things like that. I like her design. I like how she is. Her nature is like, she has so much comedic relief, and it's so funny to me. I can't get enough of her. Like even in Dressrosa, I was like, oh nah, she is waifu material. I will fight anybody for that. I don't even care. But it's just, I don't know. I guess something that you just notice, right? This kid's actually taking like near no damage. If you saw that, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but we're not gonna win this match either. But it's all good, right? We're just playing for playing. Just have something in the background. But yeah, that's honestly about it. Koala is just the best waifu, and I will fight you any day of the week. Except for the Robin stands, because I do like Robin too. She's pretty cool, but besides that, I'm gonna be a strong believer of Koala. She is #1 for me. I think a lot of people already know that. But yeah, next question. So we actually got a lot to get through. I'm actually very surprised that there were so many questions. So thanks for everybody for obviously talking and in it. But let's see. So the next one is from Adam19. It says, for the Q&A, what is your name and how old are you? And the second one is, what's your favorite attacker and who's your favorite runner? Who's your favorite defender? So I've actually said my name a lot in Discord, and I've actually people actually do say it sometimes on stream. So you can kind of notice if you haven't talked, like if you haven't seen it, or if you read the chats, you'll probably see it. But my real name is actually Kevin, so that's just something you know. A lot of people do call me that on Discord, Kevin, Kev, or whatever. But you can just call me whatever you want. Teamworks, all that stuff. Like it could be the moniker, or it could just be that. I'm good with anything. So that's like a little bit of an, I guess, official name reveal. I won't say my last name just yet, even though a lot of people do know it. And if you do look at my info on my email that I have on the YouTube channel, you actually know what it is, and my middle name. So yeah, just more details about your boy. And my age, I'm actually 17. I'm going to be finishing high school this year, actually, at June. So just stuff that you can note about me. So yeah, I'm a very busy boy a little bit. So that's why like my upload schedule has been a little bit like fucky as of lately. It's Lucci caps the second flag, as he's the fastest unit in the game, and this kid didn't fail for treasure. So we're just gonna go back since we're just chilling, right? No, yeah, there you go. That's a little bit of a name and age review. I actually did say it on Twitch. I forgot which stream, and my boy, shout out to Certainty. He was just like, "You're not 17, man. You give me 20-year-old vibes," and I was just laughing. Just because I do have a deep voice and I do get it. My voice is really nasty. I'll be honest. I'm not exactly the biggest fan. I know people are like, "Oh, I like to hear you talk," or blah blah blah. And I'm just like, why? My voice is garbage. It's funny. Look at that damage from Odin though. It's near none. But yeah, so that's a little bit of a name reveal, I guess. And I just got hit by the Zoro. I didn't even see him. And we're just gonna mess this Odin up. But yeah, that's a little bit of that. And then for my favorite attacker, runner, and defender. So obviously, like nowadays, since I'm gonna be using this kid a lot more, Kid is probably gonna be my favorite defender in the game. But we're gonna, ignore that. So for my favorite attacker, I'm gonna have to go with Koala. Even though I was thinking about Bounce Man being my favorite attacker, but I gotta go with Koala just because I've been using her so much. It's just that the only issue I do have with her is that little bug that's been going on. Not sure everybody else has been having it too. But there's been this bug that it DCs your match mid skill, and it's been happening to me with just Koala. So it's just things that I just kind of noticed, and it's been very, very annoying. I know a lot of people have been having that too, and it's not even just Koala. Just a lot of people have been telling me she's been the root of the problem, I guess. And I feel so bad because I'm just like, wow, is the game making me pay for abusing her last season or what? You didn't give me the #1 anyway, so come on, game, throw me a bone. But yeah, she is my favorite attacker, and I will always watch that. I was thinking about Bounce Man being it, but nah, I gotta give it to her. For the favorite runner, I'm gonna have to give it to Kaku. I have a lot of fun when I'm using Kaku. He's very, very nice to use. I'm gonna be honest, Kaku and Law, but I'm gonna have to go with Kaku just because he's like the pure runner, and I do love pure runners. Because his main thing is, at the end of the day, runners are supposed to be capping, they're not supposed to be killing, right? And I do play Law very, very aggressively when I do use him. But I gotta go with Kaku. And then my favorite defender, it was actually a tie, I'm gonna be honest. It's either Kinemon or what's his face? Time Skip Kid at that time. Obviously this kid is gonna be my #1 for a while because I've been having just a ton of fun with this guy. From like just playing right now, like literally I'm just walking around and I'm just killing people. I don't even have to swing. He's so good. But yeah, no, I gotta go Kinemon, I think, just because Kinemon, I like how fast he is for one, and two, his skills are really nice. His counter is one of the best in the game, in my opinion. So I love Kinemon as a unit. Oh my god, Kinemon is so top tier. People just sleep on him, and I feel so bad because he's so good. But it is what it is, right? But yeah, that's honestly about it. And he also says, "Congrats, bro, keep it up." So I will be keeping it up as much as I can, obviously. So yeah, that's about it for the question, and going on to the next match. So right here we got next one talking about Certainty. Shout out to my boy Certainty. He asked for Q&A, why is your waiting on G level 1? It's because he's not 80. No, it's because like literally the day that I recorded this, I pulled him like the day of, and I didn't have EXP orbs. I knew somebody was gonna call me out for it. But yeah, no, I will be grinding his frags out of not grinding his frags out. I'm supposed to train him once these 2 units are 80. I'll keep Kid running, and then I'll get the Sanji to 80 just so people don't have an aneurysm, because I knew that was gonna be a problem. But yeah, nah, just because I literally just pulled like the day of on the free summon. But yeah, so next one is from my boy Rekia. He says, "Congrats, bro, on 300. This is just the beginning, of course." And he asks, "Who's your favorite cook and why is it Rekia?" But he does say just kidding, but I will be answering that question, I guess, because why not? Favorite cook? That's gonna be a toughie though. I'm gonna be honest. Rekia kind of close. I'm gonna say the guy that I've been vibing with a lot is Joe. As of recently, Joe's been like amazing, but I don't really have a favorite one, to be completely honest. Everybody just quality. Like got now Masa's mainly Rekia, you obviously, Joe, Brains. I vibe with everybody. Like it's great. I gotta watch it. It's yeah, there you go, the meteor. Gotta be smart with it, right? I don't know. I can't really say, honestly. It's not even just like, oh, I don't want to hurt people's feelings, because at the end of the day, no one will be hurt, because we're all just vibing, right? It's tough. We're all just having fun, right? But yeah, I don't even know, to be completely honest. It's I have fun with everybody. Oh my god, look at this! Oh my fucking god! Like, look at that shit, dude. But no, I really couldn't say, to be completely honest. Everybody's just so nice, and it's all just a vibe. But Joe's been taking it. I'm gonna be honest. Joe's been up there. Rekia, you got some competition. No, I'm just kidding. And the next one, he says Mellow Yellow and T3 is when. And a lot of people already been asking that. I can already tell. But yeah, once again, I'm taking it slow. I wanted to be a thing, but I can't be forced and stuff, right? It is. Can I? Okay, apparently I can hit him from there. But yeah, it's we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Ain't trying to force stuff, right? Ow! Fuck! This Fuji got me. Yeah, I got killed by the burn. I was like, I'm living. That's why I didn't talk. Yeah, now I'm taking it slow. I'm taking it slow. I know I know a lot of people do the ship, which once again I'm all for. I'm not gonna tell you otherwise because I do want it to be a thing, but you know we shall see. We shall see. I can't be forced and stuff, right? You gotta be a nice boy. As I just absolutely missed that skill. But yeah, it's we shall see. We shall see. I know a lot of people are cheering me, and you know that being a relationship a thing. Everybody's cheering us on. So we shall see if it's a thing. We shall see. We shall see. Because we ain't trying to force stuff, right? But yeah, we shall see. We shall see. That's all I can really say. But for the next question, we got it from Wolfie. He says, "Congrats, favorite anime other than One Piece." That is a very, very good question, Wolfie. I've been dabbling in the art of slice of lives, and I'm gonna have to vouch for Kaguya-sama. That's one of my first anime actually, besides Dragon Ball. And I just had a blast watching that. Look at that, Garbs is sending the mad faces too. That anime is so funny. I do recommend it for everybody to watch. It's so funny. It's so good. You know, Chico just being there is amazing. It's so funny to me. I love that show so much. It's funny. That one, the Quince. I can't talk apparently because English is very hard. Quince is also up there as well. What else? Dragon Ball Z. I will vouch for Dragon Ball only to a certain extent. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Send the GGs to the Black Hearts guy. But I can always vouch for Dragon Ball, but it depends. I wasn't really the biggest fan of Super, to be honest. I'm more of a Z type of fan, or like a Kai type of fan. So things that you just know. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with probably Kaguya-sama Love is War. That's probably my number one. Then One Piece, then the Quince, I think. Just because I've been dabbling in the art of slice of lives, and they're pretty hilarious. Like my list for anime has actually been like really like not stagnant. It's like it's really empty. I have a lot that I need to watch. Like there's Attack on Titan gotta watch. There's Seven Deadly Sins. I have a lot to watch. And I know once again shout out to the boy Rekia. This man filled up my list like with 3 pages of anime that I should watch. Which is not a bad thing, but it was I just it's so funny to me. But yeah, that's about it for that question. Let's see. For the next one, we got it from Amir, and he says, "Is God Usopp more cancerous than Roger?" See the thing that I only hate about Usopp is that if I can perfect dodge his, like say I'm using Koala, I'm using my main sweat team. If I'm using Koala, if I can perfect dodge his basics, I can kind of bitch him. Same thing goes with Roger, but I'm gonna say yes, just because his like 80 lives is a thing, and it is very annoying because you know just having those lives is just so stupid. It's not a fun time, right? So I'm gonna have to agree with that and say that Rat Usopp is the like just the epitome of toxic. Just like this play is about to be. Look at that combo cancel. Jesus Christ. I don't even care. This Neko's dead. Come on, Neko. Where are you going? Oh, and I just got the bug, so that's great. So we're hopping back on the game. Oh, we actually got some private battles. Sure, why not? Sure, I'll just join. I just join them. Why not? Couple of guys in A. Why not? Get some gameplay with those boys. But let's see. So, yeah, God Usopp, I'd say he is just because his extra lives is just so stupid. It's because I can deal with Rogers now because I've like really meta red attackers like Lucci, for example. Characters like that, I guess. It's pretty easy to get rid of Roger at this point, since the power creep has been like slowly falling off a little bit, not too much. He's still very toxic, very fucking good. This is a clip running around in a Discord that I sent from a Twitch stream that was not a very good moment. Let's get shout out to that boy Joe. This man was just dying of laughter when I sent that shit, and it was so bad. But yeah, so that's that's gonna be the main thing of my issues. Is just that him being having those extra lives, I guess, for Usopp is just a little bit toxic compared to Roger. Roger does hit hard as hell, especially with the stacks, but I'm gonna have to say Usopp is a more toxic unit. His basics trailing you and having so much fucking range and all that stuff. So yeah, just I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with the Usopp thing for the right Usopp. Next time we got it from that boy Meme, and he says, when are you gonna do Genshin with me on the EU servers? I've been actually contemplating on getting Genshin. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, I'd love to see that. So maybe I will. It's just that my phone doesn't fucking let me because iPhone 10s and Genshin don't fucking mix correctly. But I know you'd be sweating your ass off in that game, and you're gonna have to teach me. But yeah, no, it's on my list. I'm probably gonna get it eventually. I'm also waiting a bit just because, you know, I guess like having more characters that I can pull for and all that stuff, and getting used to the game before I even do it. I'm thinking about doing a little mini series. I have an idea, but well, I'll keep it to myself though, because it is a little bit of a secret. So yeah, Genshin, it's on my list. That's for sure. I'll play and then I'll clap you if there's like a, I don't know, one of those systems that I could fight you in, like I always do. No, I'm just kidding. But I swear at this point, whenever I talk to you, people probably think that I hate you. It's like the same thing with Hyo. I find it hilarious sometimes. I'll be honest. But yeah, all right. So that's about it for Genshin. Just Genshin on my list. That's for fucking sure. I'm gonna be honest. I will cop it eventually. I know that for sure. But all right. So for the next question, I'm actually like a little bit sick. I think I don't even know. I actually messed up that skill. So for the next one is from Emiliness. She says, congrats. And for the Q&A, when did you get into One Piece and how did you find out about it? What's your favorite Devil Fruit and favorite season? I don't know. Well, you're good. A question's a question, right? Any question works. But okay. So for One Piece, I actually got into it last summer. I believe it was like during summer school, too, because your boy ate the smartest nut. It wasn't the best year. I'm gonna be honest. I was pretty lazy. But yeah, so I was in summer school with a couple of friends, and they're telling me about. They're like, oh, you know, there's a show that you should watch. It's called One Piece. You should get into it because it's like really good. The storytelling's amazing. And I'm not a manga reader, but he was reading manga and he's like, oh, you know, you should read it because it's very nice. But I never really read it. It was just me watching. But I started during last summer, and I'm actually not even caught up yet. I'm in Zoe right now, so that's just something for you to notice. It's a good series. It always has been. It's my top 2 now. It overtook Dragon Ball like by so much, and I realized how meh Dragon Ball started getting with like all the writing and the storytelling, that I was just kind of like, you know what, maybe the show isn't that good. And comparing it to One Piece, it really isn't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to shit on the series, obviously, but it's just comparing it to One Piece. One Piece is just superior in my opinion. And then for the favorite Devil Fruit, that's gonna be a toughie because obviously I'm probably gonna be a little bit biased to say Kids, just because I feel like Kids is really nice. But it's not even that one. I like Whitebeards. Whitebeards is really interesting in the way that this man can like literally crush the air, and he can just like send shockwaves everywhere. It's quality stuff from him. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go probably Kid, I think, just because Kid's fruit is just very interesting to me. It's just how it works. I feel like it's really cool. Katakuri's is also up there as well, just because I do like mochi. Mochi's a very quality dessert, obviously. Yeah. Sorry for the there's actually an airplane too, and somebody's talking in the background, so ignore that. We're just gonna keep on going with this, obviously. And my favorite season, and we're talking season, like, because I watched it in Hulu, so I actually do know what the seasons are. I believe it's like 6. But we're gonna go with arcs. I'm gonna say arcs just because I'm not even sure about about the seasons. For arc, I'm gonna have to go with Water 7 / Enies Lobby, just because Gear 2 was such a cool moment for me. That really made me really like the series. All like the not power ups, but like glow ups that all the Straw Hats had. You know, Astra being a thing, the double jump. I think I said that right. Probably not. That Gear 2, Gear 3, Lucci as a whole. Lucci's one of my favorite villains anyway. To this day, he's a quality man, that's for sure. I've always liked Lucci. Lucci's always been my top one. I know a lot of people say Marineford is the best. I put Marineford actually second. Or actually, no, I put it third. Sabaody is my second, just because introduction of Kid and all the supernovas. I felt like that was like a really, really hype moment, because they're all really cool in their own regard. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, this supernova kind of sucks, or this one sucks. Like Hawkins, I know Hawkins doesn't get love, and I feel like Hawkins is a pretty cool guy. His design's really cool. I'll say that much. His design's cool. Cool devil fruit. Everybody just having like, I guess, weird devil fruits. Interesting ones at that. Fighting the pacifistas, like those boys. Like it's a really, really good not series, moment for the series at that point. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Water 7 / NA Slavian. Look at this spring stream. That's a really good one. But yeah, it's gonna have to be that one for sure. NA Slavi / Water 7, and even Return to Water 7. Because I did the Soga King moments are just so funny to me. It's that was a comedic gold, if we're gonna be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that. But yeah, that's about it for that question, honestly. And for the next one, also from my boy Certainty, he asked, why don't you do a Kid, maybe Koala as well? Who knows? With eyes cosplay instead of a face reveal. Love to see what USM bright red and clown hair as a first impression. You got like some like Roman type thing, huh? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. If my funds let me, fuck it. Why not, right? I don't know. We'll see. That's actually fucking hilarious. They're making the red clown here. You're something else. I don't know. We'll see. I'll say maybe. Probably not. The fucking koala one. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's too funny. Alright, so for this one, we got it from Mr. Pink, my boy Pinky, and he says, when you do a collab with Dopey with OPBR alert, maybe. I know I think he stopped uploading, which sucks, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. I have to keep that a secret as well. Cause that's that boy Dopey's quality, that's for sure. I love me some Dopey in the morning. I was not paying attention to the match. I had to win because my boy Rekio was with me. Shout out to him, of course. But yeah, that's gonna have to be it for the Dopey thing. Maybe we'll see. And right here, going on to the next match, obviously, we got it from Michael Poo again. Shout out to him, of course. Says for Q&A, do you think when Red Kid comes out he'll be meta? I mean, honestly, looking from what he does now, yeah, 100%. Like his traits will make him one of the tankiest defenders, if not the tankiest defender, just because, you know, the damage decrease that he gets and the cooldown from his skills, he's gonna be meta for sure. Him and Law are going to be meta just because one, they're red, and two, they're basically really, really hard counters for Roger and Odin. Kid is more for Odin in my opinion, just because he does have the range skills and then the knockback as well. And then Law is more on Roger just because he does have the anti-heal. So yes, 100% they are gonna be meta, and they will always be meta. That is for fucking sure. But yeah, alright, so for the next question, we got it from Mel herself, best waifu, obviously. She says, why does Rodin exist? Honestly, Mel, I'm gonna be honest, it's just to spite us. It's just to spite us in the game. You know, we love us some Rodin in the morning, don't we? I mean, toxic units, they are what they are, right? At the end of the day, you know, people are gonna be using them, and we can't really stop them. This is why we gotta just get good and use our step ups, right? Because our bounty fest luck is horrendous. We're gonna ignore my pulls that I did for this banner, but our bounty fest luck is horrendous. So we're just gonna be using like Koala and Neko or some shit. But no, if anything, I have no clue. They exist just to spite us, to cause us pain and misery. Oh god, it's not a good feeling, right? Let me just hit this auto clicker real quick, and let me just break my my basic button. But yeah, that's honestly about it. Just I don't know, Rodin's Rodin, right? Look at this, no damage. Let's go. All right, I was waiting for it. Okay, let me get my radio knife. Alright, there we go. Get that anti-heal going on. There's no damage though. Team boost is disgusting. Alright, but for the next question, we got it from Emmanuel Reyes. He says Q&A, Robin or Boa for waifu. I'm gonna go We're talking from those two. I'm gonna say Robin, just because I am actually not the biggest Boa fan. I'm gonna be honest. Like I get her. I see her appeal, but I don't know. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of her unit. And this koala is you know, auto. Whatever. You're a koala. Come on, do better. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go Robin, just because you know, I guess there's more moments with her. I probably have to see more of Boa to really say, but I'm gonna have to go with Robin. I was never really the biggest Boa fan, but I do get why people like her. Oh my God, this poor Kinemon. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go Robin, that's for sure. For the next question, I also got from Garusup again. He says Q&A, Kaya or Koala? Ooh, that's a toughie. Do I want Eater World's Kaya or do I want Koala? That's the real question. I might have to go Kaya. Honestly, like even in the show, I actually did like not Koala. Well, her too, obviously. No, I like Kaya. Like her little like story I think with like the sickly thing. I feel like it was like a little bit different from what it was. I know a lot of people do shit on Sierra Village being like one of the worst arcs because you know it was really boring. But I thought Kuro was a pretty cool villain for what he was. But no, I'm probably gonna have to go Koala, sadly. I'm contemplating though, because we never know, right? And we're actually gonna get back capped, I think, for the Neko. Oh no, we're good. Okay. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go Koala for sure. Yeah, let's see. For the next one, we got it from that boy Nutter. Oh dang, MVP again. Let me go. We got it from Nutter, and he says he gave me 5 questions, so I'll go, or actually 6. I got one by one. So 1, why am I acting sus? It's always sus, chat. You already know this. And 2, why is Koala so mid? She is not mid. She's best waifu. What are you talking about? 30k, explain the Pythagorean theory. I know. God, if my memory serves me right, it's a squared plus b squared equals c squared, if I'm not mistaken. So I believe it's like squares, if I can remember correctly. No, it's triangles. It was a formula for triangles. That's all I could really remember. Always, this isn't math class. Come on. Let me see. Number 4 is this true? You're 5'2". I'm actually 5'7". You're close. I'm a pretty short fella myself. Number 5, how big is it? We're all rocking 3mm. Already know that. Just 36. What that mouth do? It does a lot of the talking. I try to not say some shit that'll get me Twitter canceled. Fucking Nutter. Oh god. Alright, let me see. For the next one, we got it from Scrapped, and he says, when am I gonna give you a smooch? Probably never. I'm sorry. That's saved for somebody else, so you guys already know that. we gotta stay faithful, don't we? We're actually going down to the last 3 questions, so this actually might be a little bit of a longer video, sadly, but you know, it is really great. Next one we got it from that boy Spidey, and he says, Q&A, will Mel forgive me? She's a very not forgiving person. That's another thing I actually really like about her. She doesn't let people walk on her a lot, so good luck on that. I'm gonna be honest, good luck on that. It's hard to get to you know, get her to forgive you, I guess. So yeah, good luck on that. That's all I could really say. For the next one, got it from Ace. He says, Q&A, find X. I have no clue what you're talking about. Like X as in math, because once again, I am not a math boy. Like at all. This Usopp's also auto clicking, by the way. Look at that quality stuff. We also got an airplane flying by, so that's another quality thing. That's for English, so ignore that. And then last but not least, we got a question for that boy Dark Star. Shout out to my boy Dark Star. Man's amazing content creator. Do check him out. He says, why do you like Kid so much? Ever since his release, or not release, his introduction in the anime, I was just like a big fan of his character design, and I knew it was something different too, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, Law's dope, or you know, Luffy, Zoro, can bring him to all the supernovas. Like a lot of them don't get love. I know my boy Kid takes a lot of L's. And I'm well aware that people are like, oh my god, Kid's so garbage, he takes so many L's. Yeah, he could even save his crewmates against Kaido, or you know, all this stuff. And I'm just like, you know what, leave me alone. Just my likes. Like people like Apu, characters like that, they don't get enough love in my eyes. If I can hit this Usopp, give me 1 second. There we go. Alright, but yeah, no, Kid's always been always stuck with me as like a really dope character. I liked his introduction being like literally like a better Luffy at that time. Obviously, you know, Luffy bitches him on the on the bounty scores. But yeah, it's or not scores, prices. But his introduction was just like really cool to me. I thought he was like a very like good character design, good character of just like of how he is, and you know it always stuck with me. I was just like, oh, you know, this guy Kid, he's a pretty dope fella. You know, he might be my top one character, and even like just because I've not caught up obviously in Wano, and I do know what happens. Considering, you know, I was talking about the manga stuff, but yeah, he's always just stuck with me, and I really want him to do well with like the whole raid thing and all that stuff. So we'll see how that goes, because he gets bitched a lot. I'm gonna be honest, and it's not a good look for us Kid fans. And I know we're actually a very rare breed. Shout out to my boy World. He's also a really big Kid fan. Same thing with Mass Murdock is also another one that's a big Kid fan. So shout out to him, of course. But yeah, I don't know. Kid's always stuck with me. I feel like his design is one of the best in the show in general. His fruit's very fucking interesting, and I really want to see what they're gonna do with an awakening, or just like how it works in general. And I don't know, the robo arms are also a big selling point too. It was something new. It wasn't just like, oh, you know, I have fire powers, I have water powers, or some shit like that. It wasn't like a Logia type thing. It's something else, because like the sheer potential of this guy's awakening can be amazing. I know a lot of people were saying that he like the most broken thing that he could do is like some like blood bending type stuff from Avatar, if you know what I'm talking about. Like if you can manipulate the iron in your blood, I feel like that's gonna be super stupid broken, and it's literally gonna be GG if you try to fight this dude if he has that, which I don't think is gonna happen, because it's actually really dark, to be completely honest. But yeah, it's just his design's always just stuck with me. I like the goggles, I like the red on his costume, and even pre-time skip it. His design is just really cool. His coat is one of my favorites in the entire series. His and like Corazon, and even this new Law has a really nice looking coat too. Just like that, I guess like feathery ones, like from the top, like the Dofi style, always stuck with me. Like, oh, you know, this coat style is really nice. And it just, I don't know, his design's always stuck with me. I feel like he's a really cool character, and a lot of people don't give him credit, and I can see why, just because he does get, you know, bitched a lot. He hasn't really done too much in the show, and I really want him to do stuff, obviously. But we shall see. Honestly, it's just Kid's always just stuck with me as like a really dope looking fella, and a really dope character at that. His design's cool, his power's cool, everything about him is just really cool. His overall nature and how he is like the not the savage beast type guy, but he's more of the unforgiving captain. You know, he'll gladly kill somebody just to get his own just to get through, you know, not through, past in this world, you know, doing good. And obviously, and I cannot respect it, because it's cold and ruthless, yet it's the realistic reality of a lot of people. And just him being a little like Luffy, you know, not counter, I guess you can call him, I'd say more of like a counterpart type thing, like just comparing him when they first dropped. Kid having a higher bounty too, doing exactly what Luffy does, but being more ruthless. It's just like he's always stuck with me. It's like, oh my god, this guy's really cool. I want him to do good. And the new world wasn't very forgiving for my boy, sadly. Which it is what it is, right? But you know, I'll still take it. But yeah, with that being said, I think that's about it for the Q&A. So last but not least, what I will be talking about is so for the giveaway, what I'm gonna think about doing, I'm gonna halt on the accounts, just because I actually didn't get any takers for them, and granted they weren't really the best per se. Yes, they did have the raid Luffy and all that stuff, but you know, it's good, and I really appreciate Pink for giving me the account. But what I'm gonna do is what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna be doing the spinning wheel on the next video, so I can give people more time for the gift cards. I will be giving away $10 for sure. Just give something back to you guys, just for like supporting me, obviously. So what I'm gonna be doing is, on this video, I'm gonna be taking takers. I have a couple people that have been telling me on the announcement video, oh, you know, I'm interested in the card. Like, how do I, you know, get into this? So literally, all you have to do is comment like, oh, can I get a spot on the wheel for the card, and you know, you're good to go. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm not gonna do the accounts yet. The Treasure Cruise one is still up for grabs if anybody really wants it, but I was thinking about more or less just maybe just selling the two and then giving away the money that I get from it. So you can let me know what you think about those ideas. But yeah, that 10 is still gonna be on the thing. I will be doing the wheel on the next vid to give people more time to, say, oh, I want to get into this, because I have like 3 people only that said, oh, let me get in this. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys like the little gameplay preview. Once I get this guy to 80, both of them, I'm going to be using them in League, so with the proper showcase, memeing them and all that stuff. And I just really want to take the time to appreciate each and every one of you that's just been supporting me since day one. Once again, like Nutter, for example, he literally put like the comment, I've been here since day one. It's like we have a lot of OGs here that have been sticking around. So I appreciate everybody, like even like the alliance itself, people on streams, people on Discord. I've just been like watching my stuff, taking time out of their day to watch my content, which is, I'm gonna be honest, my content isn't the best. It's pretty subpar gameplay wise, I'm gonna be honest, but I guess I can make up with it with like the jokes and the memes and all that stuff, and I know a lot of people do appreciate that and like to get more combos and all that stuff. The toxicity is just great. I just want to take the time to just thank everybody that watches all my stuff, and we'll see how far this goes, honestly, because literally like right now we're at 330 right now, so 330 and counting. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're so underrated, you need to get more traction and attention, because it's you deserve it and all that stuff. And I always feel honored when people tell me that, just because it makes me feel good about myself, because I'm doing stuff that people like, and I'm doing stuff that I like. Like literally when I first started this whole channel too, I only did Legends gameplay, and I did it just so I can learn how to play the game better. It wasn't just like, oh, let me pump out videos that can get me money, or let me pump out videos that aren't the best. I put my best foot forward. I try to do as good as best as I possibly can in all the games that I play, but I'm still not the best player, like at all. I'm gonna be completely honest with everybody. I'm really not. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, you're so good because your prediction's really good. And I will say my predictions, like the perfect dodges. Again, shout outs to #1 waifu Mel. She's always telling me like, oh my god, you're so good. You gotta stop shitting on yourself, because like your perfect dodge game is so fucking good. You're a really good player. And people, not even just her, people in general always tell me that. And I always appreciate it, because that's like the one thing I do have going for myself. My perfect dodge game and predicting is like the only thing I really got going. But yeah, besides that, I really want to take the time to just appreciate everybody and all the people that have been supporting me since day one. And like even like, if it's not Bounty Rush content, if it's like Dokkan, for example, or Treasure Cruise, people still stick around and watch it regardless if they play the game or not. And I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, that's honestly about it for me. We're gonna ignore that because that's also for school. We're gonna have gameplays for these, obviously. I also do have the Corona gameplay that I still have to finish editing. It's like at 80. I always put it off because I keep on forgetting, and all this hype stuff with the new kid and all that stuff kind of took my time away. And I've been a very busy boy because my final testing is about to start, so I'll probably be like a little bit of a mute boy for a little bit, but it is what it is, right? But yeah, that's about it for me. This video is getting way too fucking long, so yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.